Okay, so yesterday was the last episode of Kuma 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 Bear. Yes, it's actually called that. It is 12 episodes. It is on Hulu. Now, I briefly mentioned it in my review for By the Grace of Gods. I almost did it again, said Roma and the Slimes, which sounds like a fucking band, doesn't it? Anyway, so this is, again, very similar in the sense that instead of being reincarnated, she's isekai'd. If you don't know what the fuck that means transferred to another world. And she has a unique armor. We get a very brief introduction to her life. Clearly, she's a young girl. I'm assuming probably like a freshman or sophomore in high school. I don't know how old she is. I want to say she's somewhere between 14 and 17. I'm assuming maybe like 14 or 15. So somewhere around that age. And we know that her parents are alive, but they ask for money, and they're not there, they kind of just go do whatever the fuck they want. And then we know she has a grandfather, and I think she gets a phone call from him and says that if she doesn't come visit him, he'll not help her co-sign her lease at her apartment or whatever it is. And then she plays games, and we find out she's good at making money, so she can take care of herself. She just kind of needs adult permission, obviously, to lease an apartment. But otherwise, it looks like she makes her own money and can provide for herself very well. Like, she's not living in a shitty apartment. She's living in a nice apartment. And she likes to play games, and she goes into this VR type thing. And I'm sorry, it's so brief, I'm confused what the fuck really happened. So she goes in there, so like there's a new update or something, or like they added something to the game, and then she gets a letter. And then, like, God isekais her. Like, it's very... Like, it reminded me of No Game, No Life for a second, where she gets an email. Like, we don't actually meet this guy, we don't see them or anything like that. We just get... hey, I transfer you to another world. It's very brief, they never really go over it. And, here's a special gift, and it's like this... Do you know what Kigurumi is? I think that's what the name is. It's a black bear themed. What I mean by that is like the color black, not like an actual black bear. And then they're kind of like footsie pajamas, and it's got a little like a bear hoodie, and she has like these bear puppet mittens for her hands, and it's very OP armor. But there is a condition for it. She has to have a bear mental image. I don't know what the fuck that means. I'm assuming she has to picture a bear. And all her attacks and shit are bear themed. And she's like, she can be super strong. It's really useful, really OP armor. And she can also summon two bears later. And I think their names are Kumo Yaro and Kuma Q. And one's like a black bear with blue eyes. And the other is a white bear with pink eyes. And they're both fucking adorable. And I love them. And I want a little figurine of her and her adorable little bear summons. And basically, she kind of does whatever the fuck she wants. And it does remind me of the time I got reincarnated as a slime. In the sense that she kind of just does whatever the fuck she wants, meets a bunch of people, ends up kind of changing their lives. And, yeah. But it's not like a you are the chosen one type of thing. Like, no. Just kind of doing whatever the fuck she wants. And this one is very, if I was going to go for a theme, it's very, like, they go hard on the little sister type thing. Like the little sister Moe. And I don't think they're trying to do anything perverted with it. Like, it just feels like, quite clearly she has an only child, and now she kind of has, like, these little sister types showing up, and she's, like, really happy. And they're kind of like a little family. Though at the end, I'm a little confused because it kind of feels like they were trying to ship her with Fina, but maybe I was just taking it the wrong way because I assumed the worst of all the anime. Because everything I've watched and read over the years. Where I'm like, oh, they're good friends. Oh, no, they're fucking now. Okay, well, there's missed that boat. Anyway. So I don't think they are. If they are, I'm gonna be sad. Because I'm like, God damn it, for once I thought you were different. But, like, no, I don't think so. I think they were just very heavy-handed on the way they did things. I don't think they were trying to ship them or anything. I think my mind automatically goes there because, like, that's what they always do in these types of animes. They just ship the hell out of it, and anything cute is really has like a dirty thing behind it. You know what I mean? But no, this is a very wholesome anime, just like by the grace of the gods. I haven't read the manga or anything, so I don't know if they tried anything there. But at the very least, the first season, I don't know if we're gonna get another season. But this one, what I just watched, is wholesome. It's adorable. I don't think they're trying to pull anything creepy. I think the most creepy thing that happened is like they show a pair of panties, but like it doesn't feel like in a sexual manner. But like they kind of just show it for a minute. It's like, oh, okay, and like they don't show it on a person or anything like that, or putting them on. I don't think. But there's like, you like she's like, well, this bear. She's talking about like the bear thing costume she has. She calls it her armor, I guess. And she's like, it even comes with underwear. And there's a little, and it's like little pink underwear with like a little bear on it. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I don't think they were trying to do anything creepy. I think it was just more like her commenting on her outfit rather than like them trying to fan service or anything. That means. Anyway, so I just want to put that. That was a little weird. I felt like mentioning it. I don't remember why because I forgot what the fuck I was talking about or what I was talking about. Anyway, so it's basically her gets these card and she becomes an adventurer and she ends up starting businesses, and it's kind of like by the grace of the gods, where like I said, or that time I got reincarnated as a slime, where it's just they kind of do whatever they want to do, and then it ends up having an impact later on the people around them, and yeah, like she ends up opening some businesses, kind of like Roma did. Um, you know, there's a bit of like interacting with other. Well, I don't want to say another country because that's not quite right. Like other villages and stuff, which is kind of like in Slime, where he kind of like ends up getting involved with other countries and towns and that kind of thing. So it kind of feels like a casual build up, but this one is very comedy. Isekai is the genre, I believe, is what they called it on Wikipedia. But anyway, it's really cute. It's basically just Yona being an adventurer and kind of shocking people with how OP she is and how the people she meets and how she kind of like gains a sense of family, because it's clear while she did have family that she wasn't close with them at all in her world. Like she didn't. I don't think she resented them or anything, but it's quite clear like she just didn't really interact with them much. And they mentioned she's like really smart. I think. Like I think she's already graduated or something, and she's making a bunch of money. So like she could definitely support herself. That wasn't a problem, but she wasn't close to anyone. She just kind of really did what she wanted and focused on her hobbies more than anything. So she definitely gets a sense of family later on, and it's pretty cute. It's very wholesome. So if you liked By the Grace of the Gods, you're probably gonna like this one. And I don't know. I really liked it. I don't remember if I said where this was, where I watched it. By the Grace of the Gods, and this anime can be found on Hulu. Both are 12 episodes. Both kind of leave off on a cliffhanger, so I don't know if they're well, not so much a cliffhanger, but like they ended nicely. So what I mean by cliffhanger and these type of things is usually it means like they left off to the point where they could continue another season, like they go did something. Like they're like how Ryuma's off on like his own after the Dougal family go to, they move on to the next place or whatever they're going, and he stays back and kind of does his own thing. And this is kind of the same, where they're still doing their own thing, and they could come back with another season. That's kind of what I mean by cliffhanger. So sorry if that got confusing. Anyway, this is very adorable. And I love her powers, and I love her reaction. But this is very much, like, those shows where, like, they have a main character, and, like, all the characters are fawning over them, and, like, every girl wants to fuck the guy for some reason, which I will never understand, because usually they are the most bland motherfuckers ever. But, like, this is kind of similar in a sense that, like, a lot of people are fawning off her, but it's clearly because she has a big impact. She's done a lot for them, and they're happy to see her. Like, she's kind of like a little superhero. She gains, like, a fan club. Like, they actually do make a fan club, not shitting you. That she's not aware of. Though they're not very good at keeping it secret. Well, it's not so much she's not aware of it. It's kind of like they say something about it, and she's just like, I don't know. Not even going to think about it for a second. But they kind of ship her with a bunch of little sisters, and what I mean by that is, okay, when we say ship, like, we automatically think romantic, but at least that's what I would think, but that's not what I meant. Like, Like when I think of ship, I usually does mean romantic, but in this sense, like it could be shipped as like she's shipping as friends, shipping as family, shipping as rivals, kind of thing. So not a sexual connotation to it or romantic connotation to it, for me at least. So I could just be using the word wrong. But like she meets a bunch of like little sister types. Let's just put it that way. So she's so like how they would throw women at the main character. They're throwing little sisters at her. So she's kind of getting like a big family and like a little following, a little fan club, and it's just they're all very cute. They're all adorable. I really like this show. I like the characters. I liked the pastel bear houses and shit that you just build out thin air. I do like her little costume. I do want to get like a little figurine of Yuna in her bear costume, and I also want her summons as well because they just, oh my god, they're so fucking cute. They're so cute. Her suit has some cool powers to it, like it's, strength and they can protect her and all that. And also, there's kind of like two versions of it. The one we usually see her wearing when she's up is a black costume with, black feet, and except there's one white foot, and it's got yellow eyes on the head, and then it's got her gloves, which are the same no matter what. And then she has like a version she uses for sleeping, which looks like it's a little bit thinner in material, and it's a white version, and I can't remember what color the eyes are. And then it's got one black foot. So anyway, it's adorable. It's nice if you like moe adorableness and you love like little sisters. That sounds weird coming out of my mouth, but if you like the little sister aesthetic, I guess. God damn it, I don't know how to say this without sounding weird or vague or creepy. But just, I mean it in a sense that, like, if you like shows where there's kind of like a cute little family mentality building up, this case it's just a bunch of little sisters, and that, like, you like that wholesome shit, maybe try it. Did I do it without saying, making it sound creepy? Did I accomplish that goal? Anyway, it's adorable, go fucking watch it. Like I said, if you like Rome, by the grace of gods, one of these days I'll stop trying to call it Real Men Slaps. I don't think so. But anyway, definitely try it. It's very cute. Go.